Hello everyone, time for another sweet video today. Of course, if I'm going to be playing different decks, what else is there to play? If I'm playing Infect, then playing a Frog deck. This is the best deck in the format right now, so of course we're going to start with this. I'm quickly going to go over the deck, but I'm sure most of you have already seen this by now. I've been playing Leagues, and this deck is everywhere, so expect to be playing against this a lot. So what are we basically doing? Brainstorm, Ponders, Days 4s. We basically have a Delver deck, but it's now just blue-black. And what the deck also has is that's a blue-black aggro deck, but it also has a combo finish. What's the combo finish? Basically, it's this. You have the Reanimator Shell, you have 4 Entombs, 4 Reanimate, and then double Animate Dead. And then I'm playing 1 Atraxa and 1 Archon of Cruelty. That's the only reanimation stuff, or dedicated Reanimator cards, if I can call it like that. But we also have 4 Troll of Khazad-dûms, which is just game over if you can reanimate it turn 2. And then what also I like is I found this online, I think it was Pokemoki's list. They had Emperor of Bones. I do like that. I think it's an interesting way to actually diversify threats, because if you see at this list, I'm playing 2 Frogs and 2 Emperor of Bones. As I said, I just took this from Pokemoki. I actually like that, and I wanted to try it out. 1 Brazen Borrower main, and then we have 2 Tamios, 2 Fatal Push, 3 Thoughtseize. 2 Fatal Push because it's good against opposing decks that also play Frog, and that's the main deck. So we're going to be playing this. Really interesting build. 16 lands, 4 Trolls, so it's all in aggro, really. It's funny that this works. Sideboard, Consign to Memories, Eldrazi is everywhere, so we need those. 1 Hydroblast, double Brazen Borrowers, then double Harbinger. I'm playing 2 Fatal Pushes, 2 Bowmasters, and then for the mirror I have 1 Hurt and double Surgical Extractions. I expect to be playing the mirror a lot in this league, so we'll be seeing how this goes. I've played this deck once or twice in leagues to prepare for this video, and it is really strong. I mean, obviously it's the best deck in Legacy right now. So we will see how it will perform. Before we get started, I want to thank Daybreak Games and MTGO Trading Cards for sponsoring me. And if you buy cards and you live in Europe from Magic Card Market, you check out MTGO. They have a huge selection and they offer excellent prices, so check them out. I'm on the draw. This hand is fine, so I'm going to keep. I have Blue the Delta here, Thoughtseize, Daisies, Tamiyo turn 1, really good stuff. You also have the Scryland, and if you have it, you can just put, Scryland, put a threat into the graveyard, and then reanimate it immediately. Good stuff. What I've been seeing is that I very often have the luxury of people thinking that I'm on Infect, so they, game 1, they very often just keep a hand filled with removal against me. And if it's removal that's good against Infect, it will probably not be good against this deck, Tundra. So probably be playing against Control. Another Days, that's a lot. I think I want to start with Tamiyo, honestly. A bit light on lands, so I'm just going. I could also Thoughtseize, but I think I want a Tamiyo, really. It's too good not to play turn 1. We shall see if we can get the ball rolling here. Lotus Petal, that's not a good sign. My hand's not very well set up to deal with a combo deck. Wizard, okay. Well, they play Naru. Look at me for not playing Thoughtseize turn 1. Okay, that resolves. Now, we do have Thoughtseize next turn, so it's not game over immediately. Let's just start with Thoughtseize. Maybe I should play the island first. See what we get. So I could reanimate something of them. Probably going to take the Illusionist. Not really anything else I care about. I would take a cantrip, but they have both Brainstorm and Ponder, so it's not that impactful. I'm just going to Thoughtseize the Illusionist. Should I attack just to draw a card? Probably not, right? They will attack me, I guess. I'm just going to chill. Play Brainstorm. Let's see what they find. No land drop. That's interesting. Looks like they are Brainstorm locked. Okay, that's a good sign. I'm going to fetch and get the Undercity Sewers immediately, because if I have a threat on top that I can reanimate, I think it's game over. Wasteland. I should probably leave that one on top though, right? Especially with them being Brainstorm locked. I think I'm going to leave it on top, really. If I'm really desperate, I could attack with Tamiyo to draw an extra card and then animate dead Tamiyo again next turn. I actually don't hate that, now that I know that I have Wasteland coming. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. I think if I can get rid of this Naru, we're good. So they're going to block it to death. I have a token here. There we go. I think they're going to try and ponder, and I will just double daze, because then I want to wasteland the Tundra and maybe get him for good, get him out of the game. I think it's worth doing that. So I daze once, they pay. I will now daze, pick up the Undercity Sewers, hope to put a threat into the graveyard with this. They slam in, of course. So I'm going to wasteland the Tundra. Let's draw. Force of Will. Not bad, but not excellent either. We could just lose here because Naru beats us to death a couple of times, but that means we got really unlucky. Brainstorm. That's something that I should play, right? Let's brainstorm. Let's see what we find. Okay, so I think we just win, probably. So I could now just get a Traxer. If I do that, I do go down to 2 life, but does it matter? Because they can't attack, I can still force. I think that's actually the best thing for me to do. So I don't want this. I probably don't want an Animate Dead. Let's fetch. Play the Entomb, get the Atraxa, or maybe, now that I think about it, I should probably get the Archon, really. Because that just get rid... This is just a winning game plan here, and that means Naru's gone, which is important. So I think I changed my mind. Going down to 1 is scary, I'm not gonna lie. They drew the force. Okay, so this is interesting. Now this is okay, I'm not gonna force back, because if I do that, I'm actually just dead. But I can animate dead next turn, so this is okay. Always nice when you can just have a failsafe. So I just passed through the turn. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to play this one first. And I can now very safely just animate dead. And they just concede. Yeah, that makes sense. Keeping that wasteland was a really good play on our end. So nice. Cards are interested in is Harbinger of the Seas, Bowmasters, and Fatal Push. I'm not sure how good Bowmasters is really. I think it's okay. So I mainly want to have Harbinger and Fatal Push. I'm going to trim down on a bit of the reanimation package, but not all of it. I think I'm going to swap out 2 Emperors for 2 removal spells. And then I probably just get rid of, let's see, maybe an Entomb. And I guess 1 Animate Dead to play double Harbinger. I'm not going to play the Orcish Bowmasters. So I haven't played a lot with this deck yet, so I'm not sure about the sideboarding. I have general ideas, but I think this is fine. Not bad. I kind of like what I see. I'm going to keep... They play a Flooded and pass. Okay, so we drew the Troll of Khazad-dûm, so I can just cycle it away next turn and then reanimate it immediately. They played Nomad's Encore. I could Fatal Push that if I need to. Do I want to do that now? Probably not. I think I'm going to chill for a while. Maybe I should brainstorm here. I'm not going to go for it this turn. End of turn brainstorming with this deck is fine, because what you can do is you can actually just, in your upkeep, use the Trill to cycle away the cards that you don't want. Don't think I want to have that Wasteland. Yeah, let's put back Sea and Wasteland. I could just draw the Wasteland, though. That's not bad or anything. Yeah, I'm actually going to draw the Wasteland now that I think about it. Let's play a fetch. And do I want to Fatal Push now? I think I'm actually just going to ponder. I want to find Force Will or something like that. Some kind of removal spell. Day's not bad. I think we keep it. I don't think I want these lands, but I'm going to draw the Days. Okay, and let's pass through the turn. They just play Windswept Heath and pass. No, they did slam in. Okay, so let's try and get Troll online. I'm going to get a Sea. Cycle a Troll. We get Underground Sea. We draw a card. Another Reanimate. That's good, because if my Reanimate fails, we can just do it again. Kind of hoping now that they counter this. They don't. Okay, so then I'm just happy. Let's ponder. Do I want to play around days on their end? Maybe I do. I think I'm going to chill. I also have Brazen Borrower in case something goes wrong. I think this is fine, just chilling. They brainstorm. Okay. No fetch end of turn, so they were happy with the brainstorm. Ah, of course. Of course they are happy with it, because they now have found Cavern of Souls. This is why we kept the Wasteland. So I need to Fatal Push the Nomad's Encore. Okay, that works. I was afraid here that they had something like a Force of Will, but now it's fine. They tried to Swords my Troll. I will not let that happen. Now off to the races. Force was a really good draw here, so I'm just going to Wasteland away the Cavern. Let's summon first, and then I'm going to Ponder. This Brazen Borrower will probably Force the Will food. Okay, after combat Ponder, anything I like. Psychic Frog's okay. Is it that great in my hands specifically, though? I honestly don't think so, because I need 2 attacks and we win, so I think I'm going to shuffle this. Call me crazy, but I think this is correct. Do I want to play the Tameo? Don't think I want to play Tameo, because if they have days, I want to play around that. They Ponder, okay. And they Brainstorm. Did they? They did shuffle with a Ponder, okay. Followed by playing a land, that's fine by me. So far so good. I just need 2 attacks and then we just win. So I think if we untap, we probably win the game. Another Force, so I have double Force. I can't see how we're going to lose this one, but you never know, you never know. Let's not get too cocky just yet. Attack here. Put into 5. Put into 4. They will Hedge Maze. Let's see what they do. They put Tundra into the yard. That makes sense. Not what they are looking for. Probably looking for swords or something like that. As a Saga will be too late. That's okay. And they concede. Nice. A very, very easy win, if I'm being honest. I never felt like I was not in control. So that's what the deck does, honestly. Let's go to next round. Let's see if we can keep the snowball rolling, shall we? They are good hand. I'm going to keep. I have blue cards for Force. I have double Thoughtseize. That's nice. I will definitely start with Thoughtseize if I'm on the draw here with this hand. I'm going to keep. What makes this deck so powerful is that it's basically a blue-black aggro, but if you have like 1 card in there that you can reanimate, you just win the game out of nowhere. It's so powerful. Honestly, I think reanimate is one hell of a drug in this deck. It really is. Whoa, we're playing against Eldrazi, so we're in trouble. I think it's a very bad matchup. Hit that heralds the end. So colored spells cost 1 less. Can this resolve? I don't think I can fight over this. I think I need I think we're gonna let this one resolve. I have more dangerous things to worry about. We do have Fatal Push, but I'm gonna start with a Thoughtseize. Let's see what's coming. So, Sowing Microspawn, by far the most dangerous one in here. So we're going to get rid of that. Sowing Microspawn, dude, is just disgustingly good. You can just exile a land and get Wasteland too. Yuck. It exiles, right? Yep, it does exile. Okay, so... Petal, Waste's gone. I took the Microspawn. They have Chalice. I need to counter Chalice. That is not allowed to resolve. What are we pitching? Probably Ponder. I think I want to have Tameo alive. So I'm not very afraid of Wastegate Battle Mage, so I'm probably going to take away the Glaring Fleshraker. Reanimate. I can reanimate some of their stuff, but this is only cast, right? This is cast, so... What do I want? I think I'm going to play the Tameo and Thoughtseize away the Fleshraker. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, so currently in good shape. Once upon a time. They didn't have a lot of mana yet, so all good. Who knows, maybe they whiff. That would be hilarious. They take Ancient Tomb. I count that as a whiff, I'm not gonna lie. They attack with it that heralds. No, they do not. That would not make any sense. Okay, we do have the Entomb Reanimate. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a possibility yet of doing this now, so I'm just gonna chill, and I want to Entomb Reanimate next turn. What do I want to get here? Probably attracts the right. Probably. I'm not going to attack with Tamio. They just played a Battle Mage, doesn't do anything, so it's just a 2-2. They just played a Bear. Well, it at heralds the end makes it a 3-3, but whatever. Let's just Entomb. Put a Traxa in there. Draw. Draw land. Okay, let's just reanimate Traxa. Easy life. See what we get. Since I have Tamio, I want to have Brainstorm. Oh, they just concede. Yeah, this game was over. But let's see what would have taken. I probably would have taken Brainstorm because I had Tamio as the instant. Ponder as sorcery. Probably take the Troll as a creature. I could have also taken Archon, really. It doesn't matter, we won, so let's go to sideboarding. This is more easy to sideboard. Things I really want are Consigns and Harbingers because it shuts down their deck. Things to cut. Especially on the draw, I don't particularly like Daze against this deck. Very often it just will not do anything, especially since they also have Cavern of Souls, so I'm cutting Dazes. And then I have one more card that I want to cut. It's probably going to be a Singleton Emperor of Bones. This seems about right. Maybe I'll change some things if we go to game 3, but for now I'm happy. Would be cool if I win this one after I said it's a difficult matchup. I mean, this deck is so powerful that it can win hard matchups out of nowhere. The reanimation plan is, as we saw a couple of times, easy to pull off. I do like the idea of playing Thoughtseize in main. They have been great. Who needs grief, right? Yeah, pretty good hand, but I don't have a land, so that's a mulligan, unfortunately. For a mulligan to 6, this is fine. I'm gonna keep and get rid of the Archon. I just want to survive until I can resolve to Harbinger. That's the game plan, honestly. Wasteland, that's... I mean, if they want to start on Wasteland, okay. Okay. We're drawing basics here, so that's also nice. I actually don't think I'm going to play Tamio, mainly because I want to pitch it to Force Will, and I don't want to play Tamio and then have to pitch Force Will or Harbinger to Force Will if in case they play something like Chalice, because then I would feel miserable. Glaring Fleshrake. I probably just want to counter whatever I can, really. Because if they start casting colorless spells, this also generates mana, so I think I'm just going to counter here. Animate Dead. If I want to be really sweet, I could just animate this. I don't hate it since I also have Reanimate. Maybe I should reanimate Glaring Fleshraker because Animate Dead also works around Chalice. Probably going to do that. I'm going to do that with a Swamp, of course. I don't want to walk into the Wasteland. So let's see if we untap and what they have, because then this Harbinger will just take over the game. Vugan's a good one. This will probably be an important turn. Now, they don't have green for the Michael Spawn. That is important. Kind of hoping they play Chalice at this point. Okay, this is excellent. They're just going to exile and scry. So I think we just win here, honestly. Let's play the Sewers. Hope that we put a threat in the yard. Nope. Do I want to have Fatal Push? I don't think so. Ooh, okay, I draw Entomb. This is difficult because I could also just try and win the game on the spot. It's probably more powerful, right? Or I could literally just play the Harbinger next turn. I can't do that. I can't do both. Then again, playing Harbinger just shuts down the entire deck. Okay, I've decided I'm just going to go for Harbinger. I can still use Entomb, Animate Dead through this all end step Entomb, and then when it's my turn, I can Animate Dead. It's very possible that my opponent just doesn't do anything anymore the entire game, because what they do not have right now is they need like this colorless mana symbol. You can't cast this with blue mana, so Psychic Frog is nice, but I think I value the Entomb Animate Dead more. Yeah, I think it's better to do that. think I'm gonna get a Traxer. We draw Reanimate too. I'm gonna animate dead. This makes it so I don't lose life. Let's see what we get. Not the best hits, if I'm being honest. Probably take the Troll because that's something that I can reanimate. He's gonna take a random land. And then I have Ponder and Animate Dead as leftovers. Let's cycle away with the Troll first. Ponder. Consign to Memory, I want that. Definitely want that. And Thoughts is good too, so I'm just gonna take these. If we untap here, we win. I take the Thoughtseize and not a Consign, because if they have Thought-Knots here, I don't want them taking Consign from my hand. They just pass, they did nothing, and concede. Playing the Harbinger was definitely correct. For a bad matchup, this was fairly easy. Next round. I'm on the play. Is this the first time I'm on the play? I think so. So let's see what we are getting here. Yeah, hand's fine. I'm gonna keep. I'm just going to Ponder in Reanimate and then just kill them turn 2. Well, technically not kill them, but Reanimate a Troll or whatever. You get the gist of it. This deck is so powerful, dude. It's also not that difficult to play, if I'm being honest. This is like the second or third time I'm playing this deck, and sure, I'll definitely have made some mistakes here and there, but honestly, the power is so great of these cards that it's very often irrelevant. Okay, not bad. We have Fatal Push. Also have the Frog turn 2. I don't hate that. Depending on what I'm up against, I want to have Push or Thoughtseize. Definitely want to have the Frog. I think I'm going to value the Seize over the Frog. And depending on what I'm up against, I could throw away the Fatal Push if I don't need it in the matchup. Kind of hoping they wasteland me here. Doesn't do anything. Bayou. We'll probably Daze here. Yeah, I don't want them to have mana, so I'm going to Daze. If I let it resolve, this Daze is only getting worse. So I will just Thoughtseize and draw the Fatal Push next turn. See what they're working with. Reclaimer, Zenith, and Endurance. I mean, this is 100% Endurance. It stopped my deck from functioning, so... I think my opponent probably should not have F6'd. Anyway, I'm gonna say... Boop. Pass through the turn. They don't play a land. I'm gonna Daze this now that I can. I mean, the lands that they could have played do not generate mana, so this is hilarious that this actually works. I'm going to Fatal Push the Dryad Arbor. This is so disgusting. And now they have Zenith and double Cradle in hand. So let's see what the follow-up is. They drew a Misty. Reclaim is good. That's a good draw. I probably want to play the Frog. Elvish Reclaimer seems like the card I'm most afraid of, I think. This turn they get Dryad. They Zenith for 2. White of the Reliquary. Okay, so they can search up lands. This is going to take over the game very quickly. Another Troll. That is horrible. Let's play this first. See if I want to draw it. Entomb. Definitely do not want to draw that. I had a reanimation spell, but I don't. Fly, Frog, fly. Let's put a counter on this thing. Should I just throw everything on the Frog and try and race? I'm not sure if that's a good idea, honestly. In any case, I think I'm not in the driver's seat anymore. Elvish Reclaimer is just so scary. Not a Frog. Okay, not bad. Let's play it. I'm just going to yield through turn. The attack with white. I will not block anything. Take damage. Draw land. Not great, not great. Let's just get rid of it. Play one more land. I'm going to give these flying. I need to draw cards. I'm going to slam it with the frogs. Probably get rid of one sea. Keep the troll until I find an anime dead. Something like that. Let's wait for blockers. Endurance incoming. Yes, indeed. They blocked the smallest one, so I think I'm just going to put both of the cards on there. I just want to kill Endurance. Cards in my hand are pretty bad anyway. Spawns, they search up a land, as they should. Phase out the other one. Sure. You can see why this is a bad matchup for us. I think this is one of those matchups where blue-black will struggle a bit. It honestly depends. I think it depends on whether or not they have Elvish Reclaimer. That's the card I'm most afraid of. So they blocked one frog, phased out the other one, and now they get Mortuary and leave the card on top. Yeah, the white, sure. Play a Cradle and they just have Behemoth in hand. Wow. Well, their draws were very good. I mean, that's fine. It's what the deck is designed to do, and I'm playing Frog, so I should not. I have nothing to say on that regard. So what I'm going to play is I'm going to play the Fatal Pushes. Do I want to play Harbinger? I think I do. I could see myself playing the Brazen Borrower. They will probably bring in some piece of interaction, some graveyard hate. Probably going to trim down some number of graveyard interaction spells. Let's just keep it at these 4. Trim down 1 Entomb, 1 Bones, 1 Dead. I'm fine also cutting 1 Daze because they make so much mana. It's probably the sideboarding that I'm least sure about. But I feel like if you're unsure, trimming is something where you can rarely make mistakes. Hand's very interactive, so I will keep. I will get a Underground Sea and Thoughtseize. What do they have? Fairy Macabre. That's good to know. And then what else do they have? They have Ignoble and Reclaimer. Now I have a lot of removal spells, so I'm going to leave those. Maybe I should take the Fairy Macabre. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Just going to push Wasteland, whatever they do. They get the basic as they should. Probably play Ignoble. They play Reclaimer. Okay, that also makes sense. Let's cycle the Troll. Kill the Reclaimer. They have another Reclaimer. See, Reclaimer is the only thing you're really worried about. That's not a card you want to draw. Okay, let's get rid of this. Kill that. Pass. I'm still not feeling particularly good right now about my situation. We do draw push, so I guess we just get rid of the white. Just kill everything that they play. They put Dryad Arbor into the graveyard with the Underground Mortuary. So currently they don't have a lot going on. We killed everything, so but we also don't have anything going on, so top deck mode on both ends. Okay. The animate's good. Could also reanimate something of their stuff, but I think I probably just want to get a troll. If only I could get rid of this Atraxa. Yeah, let's get the troll in here. Down to 9 life. That's a bit scary, but okay. What can you do? They played a Talon Gates. Gonna wasteland that. 3 mana Zenith for Access 2. That's scary. Kills me quickly. Reason why this deck's so good against it is also they have a lot of good top decks that just immediately kill us. We draw Reanimate. I probably just reanimate their white. There we go. That makes this a 6/6. If I block now, it's dead. Let's not forget to wasteland the Talon. Never mind, I can't block, of course, they have double nobles, so I'm just going to slam with this troll. White is on blocking duty. Now I really want to have a Brazen Borrower. That should buy me enough time. Okay, they attack. I will block. Let's see what we draw. Brazen Borrower, please. No, we are dead. Okay, they are not the best draws on our end, but this was a tough matchup. So, no, I basically didn't have anything going on, did I? Alright, next round. I'm on the play. Let's start. Hands good, no lands. Mulligan. Hands good. And I have turn 2. Reanimate Troll, so that's really good. What do we start with here? Probably get rid of a Ponder. So I'm going to get rid of Ponder. I guess I can just Thoughtseize turn 1 and turn 2 Troll Reanimate with Daze backup. Sounds like a plan. Ooh, I'm playing against Phil. Let's say hi. Okay, so for starters, let's see what we're up against, because he likes brewing, so I'm not sure what I'm up against. They have Thoughtseize as well. That's actually kind of unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. I think we take the Reclaimer. If I take Reclaimer, it will definitely Thoughtseize me. And if I take a Thoughtseize and they Thoughtseize me, I could Daze, but then they still have Reclaimer. I think I'm actually just going to take the Reclaimer. Definitely going to Daze the Thoughtseize. Okay, so he did Daze that. Okay. Not bad here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So they're going to Thoughtseize me next turn. If I just do nothing, what are they going to do? They will probably take Reanimate. That would be the best thing to do for them. So I'm going to Ponder. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Mean and not having a blue card, otherwise this would have been good. I definitely want to have the Brainstorm. I'm going to put them like this so they don't know about the Brainstorm coming. So I can Brainstorm away all of these bad cards. Okay, so they drew Bayou, so we know their hand now. Let's see what they take. They probably take Reanimate. Can't see them taking anything else. Wondering if it was better to just play the Troll turn 1 and then keep Daze up. Probably not. I think what we did was correct, but they got double Thoughtseize. That was the issue. As expected, they take the Reanimate. I don't know about this. So I'm gonna Brainstorm. I know there's a land in there, so I can do this very safely. Bunch of bad cards. Let's get rid of this and this. I can Thoughtseize the Troll and no, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind me. I put them like this. I don't think I need to Thoughtseize now. I could do that. See what they have going on in my upkeep. Get rid of the Troll. Maybe that's better. Let's just do that. What's this? No opponent's control is in the graveyard. No, I can't let them have that. that needs to go. Okay, let's yield. Just gonna yield through turn. They drew a Verdant Catacombs, so they have Loam online. Put Ghost Quarter into the yard. Probably Loam now. So let's Swamp Cycle this. Get the Undercity. Ponder's nice. Let's play it first. Frog, frog, frog. I don't think I want that land. So next turn I'll probably play the Brainstorm and the probably just the frog, which they will Assassin's Trophy. But then I do want to have the Brainstorm. So what if I do not want them to Thoughtseize? Probably the frog. So I will put it like this. Play the sewers. Get rid of the land. Next turn, draw the frog. See where we go from there. They could use Ghost Quarter on me, but if I don't have the frog, it's not the end of the world because they have trophies, so it wouldn't do anything at all. In fact, I'm actually okay with this shuffle. I think I want to have a reanimation effect and win from there. Let's take the island. Play Loam. Brainstorm. Emperor of Bones is not bad. I'm not sure if that's what I'm looking for right now. I think I just want to... This is my window to try and win. I'm going to try and do that. Let's ponder again. Animate dead. Okay. I want that next turn. So I'm just going to heal. The next turn I'm just going to get Atraxa. Try to win from there. They wasteland me. Okay. So let's entomb. They can Assassin's Trophy this, of course, but so be it. At least I get a trigger. Let's think. Not the best hits. Don't think I want entomb. That will be... That's covered. So it's instant. I'll probably take the Brainstorm. Threats. I guess Emperor of Bones. Take a random land. And we are done. Now at least they need to spend their turn to get rid of Atraxa and try and wasteland us again. I'm definitely not feeling comfortable just yet. Maze of Ith. That's a good one. For them, of course. Let's just draw, see what we get. Swamp. Let's brainstorm. We do find reanimate. So this Emperor of Bones is a good way to get through this Maze of Ith. I like that. So I think one Emperor is fine. I think I'm going to put one Troll away. Let's play the Swamp. If I remember correctly, I don't have any fetchable lands left in my deck. Let's check. I'm fine if I can just shuffle, but I think I've run through all my lands. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to ponder. Ah, Wasteland. That's what I was looking for. So I can Wasteland next turn. I guess I play Frog this turn. Okay, let's slam in, make him use the maze. Play the Frog. Let's see if they use Trophy here. It's possible that they use the trophy on Frog and not Atraxa. Which they do. I'm just going to say no, because whatever. But I could also reanimate the Frog if I want to. But I think it's probably better to just reanimate the Troll. I need to win as soon as possible. Because they will just... Very soon I will be out of lands, because they still have the Ghost Quarter too. So, not a lot of time left for me. Now I will just Wasteland Maze of Ith first. Slam in here with the Atraxa. I'm just gonna dump down my hand, really. Let's reanimate the Troll. Play the Emperor of Bones. And yield through the turn. Is this going to be good enough? They're playing Sowing Mica Spawn too. That is cool. I like that. That is really cool. They return Waste, Maze. So they have one Maze. Okay, so I'm just going to attack with everything. Going to target my Frog. Let's adapt immediately. And we win. Yeah, that should have been enough because they can get rid of this with the maze. And then we have 6, 4, and then we still had the Frog. So this, yeah, cool game. I like the list that they are playing. Very happy that I'm playing 2 Surgicals. I think that's going to be important. I think Harbinger will be good here too. Anything else I want? Honestly, I don't think so. On the draw, I think I take out my Daisies. I haven't seen a lot of creatures on their end, so maybe I should take out some Fatal Pushes. Yeah, maybe that's better. 2 push 2 days, that seems correct. Let's submit. Okay, double Force Will, and I have the Harbinger turn 3, so I guess this is a keep. Maybe we can get him. They do rely on lands a lot, so it is a brew. It's not like they can't do anything without it, because there we go, they have the snow-covered land here. Soul Guide Lantern. Currently, with the way my hand's working, that's fine. Days. Let's start by playing the Scalding Tarn. There's a good draw here. I'm probably going to go for Frog turn 2. Harbinger turn 3. Nice, they're playing their basics. Bristly Bill. So the question is, currently, is Harbinger worth it? I think with them having double, like Swamp and Forest, probably not. So I'm gonna pitch the Harbinger to Force, because then next turn I can play the Psychic Frog, and I really want to have that turn too. So I think I'm actually just gonna Force Will, not even Daze. Okay, end of turn. Let's get the Sewers. See what's up. Entomb. Gonna get rid of that. You can see the power of this deck. You don't really need the graveyard. It's optional. Double Frog. I like that. What I also really like about this play is that now they will definitely, if they have a 3-drop, they will just immediately walk it into the Frog, because they will not expect Daze anymore, because why didn't I Daze last time? Really hope that I don't have to pitch Frog, though. Abrupt Decay on Frog. I can't counter that. That's really cool. I dig Abrupt Decay. That's a really cool addition. Luckily, I have another one. Do I want to play the Underground Sea? Don't think I'm gonna. I want to put it on Frog and play the racing game here. Just pass. You can see that this deck that they are playing is clearly made to try and beat this deck, because they're playing like the Abrupt Decays, a lot of lands. It works really well against what I'm trying to do. Sowing Mica Spawn. So let's let the trigger happen first. And this is what I mean. They are going to walk into Daze, because that's just what it does. They get Maze of Ith, so that means I don't need to Force. That's nice. I didn't want to... Yeah, I should have explained. I didn't want to Daze first, because I didn't want them to know what I'm going to be doing. And if they would have gotten a land, I would have just Forced, because this Daze is never going to do anything anymore at all. So that was the reasoning. But now, being able to Daze here is nice. So I'm just going to take back the Sewers. Daze. I do have Entomb. Let's play the Sewers. I'm looking for Wasteland now, honestly. They have Saroof. So these are all cards that are clearly tuned to deal with my deck. Because maybe I should show you this card again. When a permanent and opponent control is put into the graveyard, put a counter on it, begin with the upkeep, if it has one or more counters on it, remove all of them, exile each other non-permanent with mana value less than or equal to the counters. I'm not going to attack. They have Maze. I think I'm just going to animate Dead the Frog. If it works, that's fine, but if they get rid of my graveyard now in response, that's also fine. Me getting back the Frog is nice, because then I do get to draw a card, but if it doesn't work out, then it's also fine. If this would have been like one of my haymakers, that would be a bigger deal, but now I'm okay with this. Don't go and get me wrong, I would prefer not to have to do this, but so be it. I do play the land now. This also makes it so that if I now draw a reanimation spell, I actually have an Alive Entomb, but that can get one of my big fatties that I prefer having. They Loam, take back Prismatic Vista. That is a-okay. And Karok. So we know that they have Prismatic Vista in hand. That's it. Atraxa. I didn't want to draw it. Yeah, what are we going to do? I guess we just cycle the Troll? Do I want to do that? Maybe not. Let's just chill. Currently not a lot is going on, and I feel like I'm very close to winning the game out of nowhere. If I get a reanimation spell, I'm now just going to get Archon, and that can't be targeted by Karakas, so we are still fine. Okay, so they only have lands currently in hand. They will start drawing cards with these, with the Nurturing Peatland. This is why I'm playing the Surgicals. I think I need to get rid of Loam in this deck, but it's possible that we will get out-grinded here. We shall see. I think it depends on how soon I will find a reanimation spell. Haven't found any cantrips yet, so that would be good. Cantrip right now. I can pitch Atraxa to Force Will, but I really don't want to, so we'll see. If it comes down to that, that's painful. So the attack here, if I block and put everything on the frog, they can just bounce. So I'm gonna say, okay, I want to keep the cards currently in my hand. Ponder, okay, that's a good one. Let's spin the dice. Reanimate, that's good. Gonna take that. Gonna say no. Now let's discard Atraxa to the frog. Reanimate the Atraxa. They will bounce over the Caracas, but so be it. It has done its part. It has drawn me cards. That's what I was looking towards. Surgical is good. Definitely going to take that. Definitely taking the MTGO. Then take a land and reanimate. Done. I'm going to surgical away the Loam right now. Because they can't draw a card, because if they would draw a card with in response to me actually targeting the Loam, they could actually take it back. So now they currently don't have a way to draw, so I'm going to surgical. Let's see, any funny stuff left in the deck? Doesn't look like it. They have 2 Cerulfs as win conditions, 1 Titania. What's this? Wow. Okay, nice. That cannot resolve. Rest not too much time afraid of, so that's fine. Okay, let's get rid of this, see the hand, and now we are going to this. Okay, they play a roof, get an island. I was gonna play the Tamio, but maybe I should keep it for Force Will. Never mind, I'm just going to chill. Next turn I will find my threat, the Archon, and then Cerulf's gone, and then we should be good. They bounce the Caracas as they should. I will just now block Cerulf to death if they attack with it. I think now that we've gotten rid of the Loam, I'm feeling a lot better about this. They have Micah Spawn. That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that is painful. Okay, let's. They can search lands. I think I still have enough mana, and I can also cycle the Troll to get my Archon. That should be enough to win me the game. They get another maze. The cool thing about the Archon is that actually they can use maze, but the Archon trigger still happens. I'm actually just going to pitch the Atraxa. That will not work with Caracas, so I'm fine pitching that. And to me, it's a win condition on its own too, so not unhappy currently, not unhappy. Important notice here is that I don't have enough life for reanimating the Archon. So I will have to use Tamio. I can draw a bunch of cards and flip it. They do attack. Okay, I will block. We went... I did not have the option to... okay. So this sucks. So what happened here is that apparently this must have happened by accident. I had removed the stop at blockers of my frog, so that's why I was not able to do that. That kind of blows, I'm not gonna lie, because that kind of annihilates my entire game plan here. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Let's just take the swamp. We do have Brainstorm, that's something. So I'm gonna Tamio. Then I'm gonna Brainstorm immediately. They couldn't respond to Caracas now, but I still need to Brainstorm. Maybe they forget. I guess I'm just going to... yeah, I probably just reanimate Psychic Frog. I think I have to... Okay, Wasteland, that's good. Put these on top. Let's reanimate the Frog. I will play Tamio and pass through the turn. Man, that stop no longer being set on the blockers is so disappointing. They remove everything. But now we're at 1. Yeah, that Wasteland's not gonna save us. Damn, this is really unfortunate. That stop not being set on the blockers. I'm still just I'm so disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Let's play the hearse. I think that should be good. Anything else I want? Don't think... these harbingers were pretty horrendously bad, so let's cut these. On the play days is better, so but it's land, so I'm not sure if I want that. Maybe I should play one Fatal Push. I don't hate that. I could play Consign to Memory for when they have like the random Eldrazi, but I don't think that's what I want to be doing. Yeah, let's just get days in here. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna keep. Gonna start with turn 1 Ponder. We have Reanimate, so also Days Force, a lot of good stuff here. Lots to like. Tameo and Brainstorm. I like that. So I took Tameo first. I have the Wasteland, that's okay. It's okay because of course I knew that I'd put this on top. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Brainstorm. I just need to find lands. Already have a Brainstorm too, so as long as I don't have another Wasteland, we're good. Brazen Borrower. Okay, I'm gonna play the Tameo, see if she flips next turn. This is really a screaming that I don't have another land, of course, but I mean, they have it, they have it. I really hope they remove Tameo here, or at least try to, so I can daze. That would be sweet. Would it be sweet though? It's not Underground Sea, of course, but I should definitely like daze. As I can't not daze here. I could Force Will, but I really don't want to do that. I could still just top deck a land, right? And Undercity Sewers is also nice in combination with the Reanimate. Light from the Loam. Taking Waste and Vern Catacombs, that's okay. Underground Sea, nice. That's what I was looking for. So I'm just going to play this. I'm going to slam in, and then I'm going to Brainstorm. And it's possible that that card just wins me the game on its own. Lots to like here. Let's put Animate Dead and Emperor of Bones back. Flip this, plus pass. Now we'll just start playing some fetch lands, get some basics going. To not get Wasteland out of the game, of course. I am afraid of Abrupt Decay now. But so be it. That just can't resolve. Let's get rid of the Brazen Borrower. So we now have the option to play Emperor of Bones. Probably going to do that. Because that way I can get rid of this Loam. Nice. That's really good. Let me just quickly show Emperor of Bones again, so you can see what it does. Beginning of combat, exile target card from a graveyard. When you put counters on this, you may put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield. It gains haste, and you sacrifice it. And it has adapt, so you can only put the counters on once. Sowing Microspawn. Fortunately, now it happens. It's quite possible that this is game. Although I do have Tameo, so okay, it's not game over immediately. Play Wasteland. Oh right, they don't have colorless, so that's a thing. I can reanimate this troll. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Nice. I also just plus to the Tameo. So we can ult next turn. That should be good enough, right? And now they just Abrupt Decay Tameo, and I'm sad. It's possible. It's possible. I probably should have gotten Swamp with the Troll. That's a small mistake on my end. If I ult Tameo, probably not that big of a deal, but it's small things like this that are important. Time is a bit of an issue, so I'm just going to yield. They push the Emperor. That's okay. You have another Microspawn. So again, no colorless, so they are only able to get a land. Field of the Dead, nice. I should find Wasteland with Tameo though. Let's just immediately do this. We did find the Wasteland. Let's start by playing that. Now I think I'm just going to play the Frog and make it a million next turn. The only thing I'm now afraid of is Mazavith, because that can actually block the Frog. That would be unfortunate. But I still have the Troll, so okay, I have a lot of stuff going on. Okay, they're going to attack Tameo. That makes sense. Let's get rid of some cards. So that's 3-4, that's enough. And I have the Mazavith. Sucks to be me. I don't have another Wasteland in here, so I'm going to dig for Wastelands. Did we draw one? If not, I'm gonna ponder. There's the Wasteland. Play it. Waste the maze. Now this game is over. Yeah. Wow, that was a cool game. I think Phil's deck was really set up to deal with this deck, but it just shows you the power level of this deck, dude. It's nuts. But it was a cool round. Let's go to the last round. Not terribly exciting, this hand, but it does have double Wasteland. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep... Let's play the Delta. If we can get a Sewers going and we actually put a big fatty into the graveyard, we can potentially reanimate dead it, or animate dead it turn 2. I'm also just going to slam down my Frog turn 2. If they kill it, I still have animate dead. Ooh. Are we going to get stifled? No. They were just juking it out. Force will, nah. Entomb, animate dead. I like that. I'm gonna play the Frog. Looks like I'm playing against a deck with a lot of basics, so I can just next turn Entomb, animate dead without any losses here. In response to the Frog, they brainstorm. Kind of hoping they force here, since I just have Entomb, animate dead, which is an easy win. Looks like they don't have a force. They must have found some kind of removal spell then. Yep, called it. Let's yield. Even if they counter Entomb, I can just animate dead. Nothing because they swords. Never mind. Okay, let's see if this works. If it doesn't, I'm probably just going to play Tamio here. It does work. Let's get a Traxer. See if we can animate it. Do they have the force? And do they have 2? Because next turn I'm doing this again. They do have the force. Good on them. I'm just going to yield. Don't have a lot going on, do I? Phew, I was a bit afraid of back to basics. Teferi's fine. Now, I'm not going to lie, I wish I had gotten Archon, but I think, Atrox is too good not to reanimate, so let's just do that. Draw a lot of cards here. They will bounce it, but okay. So I definitely take reanimate. I want to brainstorm because I have Tamio. Let's take a random land and Troll. So I'm going to play Tamio. I would like to flip immediately. And I can't see us losing this game anymore. Never say never, but I'm in the driver's seat. And if they forced Tamio, that would not make any sense because they would have they should have definitely tried to force animate dead. Okay, that's good. So it flips. Let's plus yield. So my guess is next turn they bounce Atroxa with Teferi. Oh, they swords. They sword the Atroxa. Okay. Sure. I'm okay with that. Do I want to bounce Teferi at some point? Unsure. Next turn I'll probably just reanimate the Troll. And also play the Frog. I think I want to just present threat after threat after threat. They did shuffle with Ponder. That's nice. Let's see what they have in hand. They ponder. Nice. They are hiding something. Double land. Sure. I guess I want to play Psychic Frog now, right? Because they can easily bounce Troll, but Psychic Frog getting bounced is less is not that big of a deal, really. Let's Swarm Cycle the Troll away. I should start getting basics. Because if they slam down back to basics now, we're in trouble. I can bounce it with Brazen Borrower, but I shouldn't have gotten an island sooner, now that I think about it. Okay, they played Tarn, so we know about the white-blue one Tundra. Narset, that's okay. Let's see what they get. Anything special for me, my friend? They're probably digging for swords so they can get rid of Frog, and if they don't find it, they will bounce Frog with Teferi. Called it. Supreme Verdict is nice for them, but doesn't get rid of Tamio, so okay. I'm just gonna plus. So I really want them to use the Supreme Verdict because that means I can next turn play the MTGO. So I think I'm actually just gonna Brazen Borrower. I said Brazen Borrower, but I meant Petty Theft on the Teferi. And the reason to do that is that if they keep this alive, what they can do is they can plus next turn, and they could actually... They could say that they want to plus Teferi and they could instant speed Supreme Verdict, and I really do not want that to happen. And now I can, at the end step, I can still flash in Brazen Borrower in response to them playing the Teferi. So it puts them on a bit of an edge. I don't think they can now have an optimal play because they need to do something about this MTGO. Otherwise, they're in trouble. But Teferi being stuck in their hand is a big deal for them. They are digging first. See what they get. They get prismatic ending. That sucks because that gets rid of the MTGO. Okay, so they play Teferi. In response, I'm going to flash in Brazen Borrower. And I do think I want a Daze because Daze is horrible right now, and I can pick up my underground sewers by doing this. So I think this is the best way to play this. Okay, so they bounce the Borrower, they get rid of MTGO, and we're off to the start again. There goes my good position. Let's waste the Tundra. Let's reanimate the Troll. Now, they don't have double whites to get rid of the Troll right now. That's really interesting. I'm just going to play the Wasteland. I think I'm just going to chill. If they do end up drawing a card to cast the Supreme Verdict in hand, I really do not want them to be able to do that. They should not be able to get rid of more than one creature. They Brainstorm. What am I going to kill? Probably Teferi. Narset is not that big of a deal. If they're playing Days Undoing, that could be an issue, but usually that's a card that doesn't see a lot of play these days. And if I get rid of Teferi, I can response bounce Narset with Brazen Borrower if they do have the Days. So I think it's better. Cycle Lorien revealed. Okay. So no Tundra. So okay. Supreme Verdict still off the charts. Let's see if we get to kill Teferi. Another reanimate. Days Undoing. See, this is what I was afraid of. Because them being able to do this at instant speed is disgusting. Yeah, okay, nothing I can do about it. Not game over yet though. So let's go to the main. I will kill... let's just concede. I'm not going to continue playing. Not that much I want, really. Orcish Bowmasters is nice. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to trim down on, I guess, one Wasteland. Don't want to go down on too many lands, but I think cutting one is okay. Or maybe I should just cut Double Fatal Push. That's better. Double Fatal Push doesn't do anything against this deck. Yeah, let's submit. Okay, what do we have here? No land, Mulligan. In general, Jeskai is going to be a big issue for us. I think it's a very difficult matchup in general. So we will see what we can do against them, but they should be heavily favored. It's one of the reasons why I am very often in Paper Magic playing Jeskai these days. Definitely was doing that when Grief was still legal. Swords the MTGO. Unfortunate, but so be it. Emperor of Bones. Let's play the Wasteland and just chill. Really hoping they Brainstorm here. That would be nice. Discard the Lorien, sure. I'm just going to Entomb. I don't have any Entomb targets really, but I just want them to use spells on this, even though I don't care about it. Brainstorm response. See, that's what I want them to do. That's not true. I wanted them to Brainstorm and then I could Orcish Bowmaster in response. But I want them to think that this is important to me while it's not. I'm kind of hoping that they force this. They do not. Okay. They didn't take the bait. Let's Brainstorm. I'm not going to play Emperor of Bones just yet. Let's put them like this. I think that's the best way to do that. I will just draw these cards, but Rest in peace. Do I care? I don't think so. So just draw the Ponder. Now, of course, I will get rid of the card on top. Let's get Sewers. Get rid of the Wasteland. And pass. Don't get me wrong, Rest in Peace is really good against us, but it's just not that big of a deal. Okay, they brainstorm in a turn. That's Bowmasters. Really hope they force here, so I can daze. Nope, they don't do it. They could have Supreme Verdict, baiting out the Orcish Bowmasters, but I mean, it's still too good to not do this on my end. Can't daze the Supreme Verdict, unfortunately. And if they don't have Supreme Verdict, this could potentially just be good enough. Okay, so they took the damage. Let's see if they have Supreme Verdict. Looks like they do. So I guess then I'm going to Ponder, dig for threats, basically. This deck only plays one Supreme Verdict, so at least usually. Another Bowmasters, that's what I'm looking for. Narset. Okay. They use the ability, I'm not going to Bowmasters just yet. Another Supreme Verdict. Okay, so there goes my theory of them only playing one. Half Digger's Cage. They already have Rest in Peace, so that's flavor text. Let's use the Bowmasters. Nice. Cashing in the days. That's really good for us, because this days was useless. And now Days Undoing is also not live anymore. So I'm going to attack the Narset. Then Brainstorm. They will next turn probably Supreme Verdict. Nice, so we can set up a turn where we can bounce, put the Troll in the yard, and then Animate Dead. So I don't need this. I'm going to put the Troll on top. Or maybe Animate Dead on top. Hoping to do this next turn after they Supreme Verdict. I'm just wrong, of course, because they have both Peace and Cage, so this doesn't make any sense. I'm going to shuffle away the reanimate stuff, because that's not going to work anymore. Getting rid of two of these is never going to happen. Let's just get rid of the Troll. Gonna get the Sewers here. Let's play it first. See what's up. Ponder, that's a keep. It's Ponder. Emperor of Bones is a threat, so I will keep that. I'm going to draw the Ponder here because I really don't want to pitch my threat Brazen Borrower to the Force Wheel. I think I need it. Next turn I'm just going to start playing threats and try to wiggle over the finish line. Okay, so let's play the Emperor. I really want to draw Frog now. Yeah, this is whatever, because there are no graveyards, so that's not going to happen. I just have a bear. 2/2 bear. Prismatic Ending, the Emperor, that's fine. Brazen Borrower does more damage, so I want to protect that one. Let's start getting basics. Ponder first. Digging for Frog. Okay, to me it's not bad. I'm going to play that one. Quick question for you. How many cards have I drawn this turn? This is interesting because at this point, if I Ponder now, this to me is going to flip. This is going to draw the third card. So possibly my opponent doesn't know this. And it's really, really important. So I will take Days here. There we go. That's card number 3. I'm definitely sure that a lot of people will have missed this. Maybe my opponent too. So I'm going to try and win the game with Tamio. You can see the power of this deck, right? They have Peace and Grubdigger's Cage, and I could potentially still win through all this. Face the Mind Sculptor. Let's see if we can counter that. Looks like they're going to fight over this. Okay, they will Pyroblast. Which is actually okay. I still have Brazen Borrower, so I can bounce. They're probably looking for Prismatic Ending now. Only found one, so statistically, depends on how many they play, but they could find one. If they did find one, I think it's game over. Looks like they didn't. It's something. Let's brainstorm. A lot of bad cards. I guess I want Force right now. the game plan on my end is to survive 2 more turns and then draw my entire deck. And then we should be good. The only thing I care about now is Prismatic Ending. It's a fairy. That's unfortunate. That does shut down my force. I think I'm in response just going to bounce to Chase. Because countering here doesn't do a whole lot, if I'm being honest. Okay, so Chase does get bounced. They do have to fairy now. Let's see if they have the Prismatic Ending. Looks like they don't. Or they did plus, so they could Prismatic Ending in my turn. I'm just going to plus. Play the land, play the Brazen. Now the question is, do they find Prismatic Ending? Because it looks like they don't have it yet. They ponder. They are digging. They are digging. If they do have ending, I'm going to concede, because then the game is over. I don't have anything going on. They are in full control. It depends. They're in control if they get rid of MTGO. Otherwise, we probably win. Fine Chase. They haven't made a land drop, so they can still brainstorm. There we go. Digging for Prismatic Ending. Have I gotten rid of Tundra? Not yet, so they can fetch up Tundra. There we go. Let's see if they fetch up Tundra. Red. They could also just Pyroblast. Boom. Let's do 1 draw step and then probably concede. And 2. Yeah, this game is over. Alright, that was an interesting league. We lost against Jeskai. Nothing to be afraid about. Well, it is something to be afraid about. Nothing to be disappointed about, because it's a very, very tough matchup. One of the better decks against this list specifically. I like this. I like the addition of Emperor of Bones. Is it awesome? I don't know. Maybe Frog would have been better. But in general, I think this, we saw the power of the deck. It's clear that this is a very, very strong deck. Sideboard, no changes, I think. Maybe some cards need to be added to deal with control specifically. What those cards would be, I don't know. But especially against Jeskai, because they play basics, so Harbinger doesn't do a whole lot against them. But I did have a lot of fun. I did enjoy this. I don't think I would play this like if I wasn't making this for streaming content, because it's at game number 5 I was already getting a bit tired of the game patterns, so I don't think I would play this continuously, but it's definitely a strong deck. There's no denying that. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I will hope to see you for our next video as well. See you, bye.